Hi guys, welcome back to the Aspiring Home Cook. In today's video, I'm going to show you one of my favorite salad recipes. This is a vegan take on a tuna salad. We're using chickpeas for this one. This one's really delicious and it's so simple and quick to put together. Try it out soon. Let me know what you think of it. Before switching to a plant-based diet, tuna salad was one of my absolute favorite meals. And if I was hard-pressed to find something to throw together quickly as a lunch, I'd just quickly whip up a tuna salad and call it a day. Now this salad tastes very similar to a good old tuna salad. It's got all those essential flavors just without the fish. Here the chickpeas replace the fish. So I'm just going to drain out a can of chickpeas here. You can also use dry chickpeas that you soak overnight and then boil till tender. I'm just going to save some of this liquid, which is called aquafaba, that comes really handy when trying to replace egg whites in desserts. Now for the salad, the first thing that I'm going to do is mash up my chickpeas. You don't want a creamy mash or a puree. You just want to break down some of those chickpeas to give you a slightly more flaky feel like you'd get from a can of tuna. You can either use a fork or a potato masher to do this. If you're really in a hurry, throw this in a food processor, but just remember to pulse it a few times to break things down, just like so. You're not looking for a puree. You want some slightly larger pieces and some that are slightly smaller. Now from here on, these additions are completely up to your preferences. Here's how I like to make mine. I'm going to start off with a couple of heaped tablespoons of some vegan mayo. I whip up a batch of my own mayo at home. If you haven't seen that recipe yet, I'll leave a link to that recipe here for you. To this, I'm going to add a tiny bit of mustard. You can use Dijon mustard. If using Dijon mustard, I probably would add a little more. Use as much as you'd like to taste. This is hot English mustard, so I'm using it very sparingly. And to this, I'm going to add a dash of apple cider vinegar, about a spoonful. Again, this you can add to taste. I like to just mix up these three ingredients right over the chickpeas itself. It just helps by cutting down on the number of bowls you need to wash. And once you've sort of mixed the mayo and mustard, mix that entire dressing through the chickpeas. On to the veggies. Here's the assortment I'm using today. I'm using a little bit of red onion, some celery, red and green peppers or capsicums, some olives, some cucumber, some jalapeno, and some cornichons. You can also use pickles if you don't have access to cornichons. I like to have the olives, the pickled jalapenos, and either the pickles or the cornichons chopped up into little pieces. I don't like a great big chunk there. You can either slice these up or chop them up finely before you add them to the salad. And now it's just a matter of taking all your veggies that you've chopped up and add them in. You can use tomatoes if you like. Somehow I find that moistens the salad a little too much and makes it a little soggy, so sometimes I add it, sometimes I don't. Give everything a good mix to make sure that that chickpea mix has incorporated well through the other veggies in the salad, and then simply taste and adjust seasoning as required. I've added a little more salt and a dash of lime juice because I find that fresh citrus always brightens the flavors a whole lot. Once everything's mixed thoroughly, we're ready to plate up. I'm going to start off by getting some greens together. As you've noticed, I've not added any leaves into the mix. You can simply chuck those in, or if you want to make it stand out a little better, here's what I do. I'm starting with some lettuce that I'm cutting really finely into thin, almost shreds. And I'm going to start by layering this cut lettuce at the bottom of my plate. I also had another bag of mixed salad greens in the fridge, and in my salads I like the idea of mixed greens in there. It adds a little more complexity to the flavors of the salad, but you can use whatever greens and whatever salad leaves you'd like over here. I'm going to top the greens with our chickpea salad mix. And for one last touch, I'm going to add in some hemp seeds that I'm just going to sprinkle over the salad, and some roasted pumpkin seeds or pepitas. You can use any variety of seeds. You can even use chopped nuts if you'd like on your salad. And that's our chickpea salad or vegan tuna salad. ready to be devoured. This is a really filling salad and is perfect to have on its own for lunch. So that was my vegan tuna salad recipe, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you really soon in the next one. Thanks so much for joining along. Bye-bye.